Okay, well, I've been asked to do a read on Princess Diana, and I'm not going to ask any specific question. I'm just going to say, what can you tell us about Princess Diana? And I think I will use this deck because this is a little bit more, for those learning tarot, much easier to understand than is this deck, okay? So I'm going to pull the cards out first, and we'll see what we get. I'm going to do the 15 card with this. Can you tell me about Princess Diana? What should we know that we don't know? And we're just going to start like I pulled out my Lenormand. I'm going to start at this corner, put the top row of 5, which is what's above it. Then we do the middle row, which is the center of it. And then we have the foundation, and the cards, the 3 cards right in the middle are what the reading is basically about. So we're starting out. First card out is the Celebration. We have the card of Strength. We have the long term. What was happening for long term? Challenge is the death. Or it could be in the ending of things. And then we have the Merchant, wish-fulfilling card, etc. So far we have 2 major arcana, the Strength and the Death. Second row, okay, we have Hangman, where things got hung up. We have the King of Swords, that mental difficulty that she had. We have her strength. We have the Page of Swords and Tower Moment. Okay. Let me move this back a little bit so I can move these cards up so I have enough room for the next row. And then we'll go through and read them together. And then we'll pull it apart to the various aspects, like I've been doing with this new reading style. Okay, so the foundation we have, okay, the emotional fishtails, if you will. We have the ability to be the Empress, the Lover's card. No, this is the 2 of Cups, okay. This is about the home life, stability, and we have the, that's the Lover's card. So looking at it, if we go into the 4 corners, we have her happiness, the wish-fulfilling card, or what was being sold. Maybe I think this was what was being sold to the people about their marriage, okay, and the fishtails, okay, the fishtails of it, because we have the card of the couples card and the fishtails, wish-fulfilling, so this is about, looks like the monarchy, the celebratory thing. They had their wedding, and this is what they were selling to the people. But we'll look and see what happened. Now, the reading is about the long-term things in her life, her strength of action, and when it came to their union, her and Prince Charles, etc. So what happened within that? So above it, if we read the 5 cards, we have the strength of that celebration, the long term of it, the death, and the, wish fulfilling things, the things that they wanted people to believe about that. The center part was hung up, the hanging up of the, that she was not happy in this. We have the King of Swords, okay, the mental stress that she had. She wound up losing her head over it. We know she died. Her strength in it, and telling the tale, because we have the telling the tale of the destruction of the tower moment in her life with this. Foundation is the fishtails about the Empress, or the the ability for her procreation, etc. Now, she did provide the next King of England. This is about the union, and this is about usually this is the house, so the stability of the house when it came to their union, okay? And we know that it didn't go well. So again, the center of the reading, the reading's about the long-term thing with her energy, her actions when it came to this union. So going into it, in the past, we had that bit of celebration, but then we had the hang up, her seeing it from a different viewpoint of the fishtails that were being presented, okay? It was about the strength, the difficulty, mindsets, and her ability to provide the next king, okay? So that was really a lot of times, when they have these royal union, that's what it's about, providing the next king, providing the next. And so that's what this was about. This was about making that union. The center of it we've already read. The difficulties, long-term difficulties she had with that union. The challenge was the death, the ending, and now her speaking out about the life there. What happened at the home life, the ending of that. Because this was the wish-fulfilling card. This is what's being peddled, what's being sold. And then we had the tower moment when it ended, when this ended. So now we're going to pull out the major arcana. First thing out of the box is hung up. Feeling hung up, upside down. The strength of it, her ability to be fertile, to create the next king, and then the death, the ending, and the tragedy that happened, okay? So that's what we have, the tower moment, and the lovers, the tower moment of it. So it's saying, it began, there was an agenda with that, for what they wanted her for, and so that's what she was brought in for. When we have looking at the emotion, next part is what was actually there. it was, what was actually there was the slow-moving element of this, the long-term, slow-moving element that was in her life with it. The emotional thing, now there's quite a bit of emotion here. First was the celebratory thing. She went in and it was good. Then she found out the fishtails when it came to the union and marriage and what his desires actually were. Okay? What was being sold. And we know his desires were towards what? Camilla. He was long-term in love with her. And so, they were pushing this marriage between Princess Diana and Prince Charles then, which is now King Charles, because Camilla was a divorcee. He couldn't marry her. They wanted royal children, so they pushed this union. Okay? So when we come to the mental aspects of it, we had his standing. He was not really into this marriage, and now she is standing up to talk about it, She was unhappy in the marriage, and the action was she finally wanted to take action when it came to what was actually going on in the household, the stability of it, etc. So that's what I get the breakdown for Princess Diana. Now, nothing really there that is surprising. That she was put into place to basically have a royal heir, and because Prince Charles could not marry a divorcee. That would really not have been accepted, and they wanted children, okay? And I think at that point, Camilla was she was past really having children. So, Diana was what they went to. They went to Diana. So I'm going to pull the Lenormand, and I think I'll just use the regular Lenormand, the 36 images of it, rather than the expanded deck. And let's just see what Lenormand has to say about this. Okay, going into it is about Princess Diana, of course. And the messenger, okay? At the center of it, the heart of it. Challenge was this moving forward, the direction it was going. When it came to children, new things, etc. So that's what we have above it all. Next, in the center, we have the anchor. She was anchoring some things in. When it came to the message, this was about, it could be the card of the narcissist. She could have a little bit of narcissistic tendencies. And also they were looking for the direction of the monarchy, if you will. At the heart of it, the center of it, the heart union, that was cut. That wasn't really there, okay? At least we know it wasn't there for Charles. For moving forward, we now have the information, the challenge of it. We have the book report, if you will. When it came to children and new, that's all good. They had she had the royal children, okay? So they were happy about that. The foundation is the home, what was anchored in with her at the home life. Okay, when it came to the message and the higher, the direction and everything, we had the communications. And I think some of those communications, we'll have to see, but yeah. And what was cut at the heart of it is key, okay? We had the contract as far as where this was moving to, the information, and we have the light about the light about the children, etc. Okay, so the four corners, we have Diana, the children, the light at the house. So it's saying that's what she was there for. She was there to provide the children. Wasn't a love match, okay? Because in the center of it, the key is the cut heart, okay? He wasn't thrilled with it. We have the documentation going corner, cut by the movement. And I think this is the letters, the communications he was having behind the scenes with Camilla, okay? We have the message, the cut of the contract, wanting the divorce, okay? The cut of the contract of their marriage when it came to things. When it came to the direction, the star, the higher direction, again, we have the message of the letters, the communications between him and Camilla. We had at the star-crossed lovers, we have the home, the stars, and the heart. So that would be the star-crossed lovers. Okay, star-crossed lovers of Charles and Camilla. Okay, and then we have what was at it was Diana and the key. The key was Diana, and then cutting. We had the stars and the cutting of the anchor. So he wanted to end it, okay? There was, and she wanted to end it because we had this love affair between Charles and Camilla that was ongoing behind the scenes. And that's what we had, what the knowledge that we have with this was, again, where the contract and union was going. That this bouquet and things that they had was being cut. Yes, she provided the children, and that was all good. And we have the information, the light about where the heart of this was actually at. And again, the information is the key was children. Okay? That was the key. So that's what we have about the Lenormand. It's just continuing to address what we got from the Tarot, that she was there really to provide the royal heirs, if you will, and to give this outward expression that the monarchy was all great the way it was in place. You want to come up, Mr. Max? Come on. Sit there and stare at me. There you go, little man. So that's what I'm getting, that what she is saying here, what we're getting from the Tarot or the Lenormand, that she was there to provide the royal heir. as so many of the queens and things, etc., were there. They were there. And was the downfall with what? What was it, Henry VIII? Was it Henry VIII or Henry VI? Whichever one it was, that wanted and decapitated Anne Boleyn, and the rest of them got rid of them because they could not provide an heir. Now, he did have one son born, but he died very early on. I think it was only at a few months of age. So he never got the male royal heir that he wanted, and he kept getting rid of the women because that was basically their function, to provide the male heir. Well, Diana provided that, okay? Even though people loved her, she was not happy because what? His heart was with Camilla, okay? And so that was the downfall of everything. She went into it with high expectations, the celebratory things, but it quickly fell apart very rapidly when she found out that he was really still in love with Camilla. That wasn't going to change. You know, she was happy about the children, but her personal life was really unhappy with him, and so everything broke down. But what we're getting was that was her main function, to provide royal heirs, which she did. But unfortunately, then her life was short-lived because of the accident in which she lost her life. So thank you for that question, and I'll see you online.